Seattle. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And the reinforcements come in as a... Going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They'll run on 1st down with Price. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down at 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Price. 26 with a gain of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and his own line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Purdy looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Get set. Get set. Watch out.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Purdy on 4th down. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Left side, he's got the tight end, Hodges. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Get set. Get set.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll be as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Outside. Ready? You're not.
Purdy off the play fake. And he's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk from 19 yards away. And the Niners take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. He can't get him down. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Outside.
Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Get set.
7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled that time by Derek Hall. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Connects with Kittle underneath. 20, 5, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 49 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Niners 14. Seahawks 7. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hold the shake.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run here with Price. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Okay, quick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allow that turnover to hurt.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Breaks the tackle now with Allen. Still on his feet. How about this?
And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
First and 10 at the
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Running here out of the gun with Price.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? 70, Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ready.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Purdy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that will be incomplete as well.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
They'll throw now on the final play.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Purdy from the gun. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
That's down the field. He's got Arroyo.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Come on, come on. Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
Jackson Smith and Jimba
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw on second down. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
To about the 48-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Purdy.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Okay,
Coming
ready?
to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right there, right there. Ready. Bronco 80.
On first down, they'll start out with Price.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Losing with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd and a couple.
3, ready, go.
Going right back to Price.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up? Stop.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Now back to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 120 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a give running left is Price.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 28-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
16 yards. And the 49er.
They go play action here. Purdy on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Get set, get set. 18.
Purdy, big 4th down play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Outside. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
18, watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
San Francisco.
Jake Tonjes from 21 yards away. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Purdy to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. To throw is Purdy. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, set. Third. Right there. Let's go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Sheds off the tackle. Still going. 171 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
You